So over this past weekend, we had the opening season of NFL, and there's several people who are on my social media that were noticing this awesome shot of a close-up, and it was really nice. Let me show you some clips of it.
What a start to the season for the Cleveland Browns. Blow that up. An open lane of 18 yards. I don't believe he was ever touched.
Great position to possibly win on the road.
Okay, first off, go Chiefs. Second off, the way they achieved this, first, they've done it different this season. They've got more expensive cameras, but the way they did it last season was they used a Sony. Last season, during the playoffs, they started doing this shot, and the way they achieved it was they used a Ronin S, a Sony camera, and a nice lens that had an aperture or f-stop of 2.8. So they had this set up, and it's achieved by two things. It's achieved by the slow aperture and the shutter speed. So if you're shooting in manual mode, if you're taking photos, your shutter speed opens and closes your lens, right? So same thing with film. What you want to do is, normally whenever you see something, you have this natural motion blur, and you can see like a blur of stuff whenever people are running. Like, I'm going to play a clip here that's shot on 24 frames a second or 30 frames a second. I'm not 100% sure what they shot on, probably 30. But as you see here, whenever I pause it, we see blurry guy, blurry guy, blurry guy, blurry guy, blurry guy. Okay, so what that is natural motion blur. So whenever you're seeing them run, they're a little blurry because your eye naturally sees that whenever you're just watching people run in real life. So whenever they sped up their shutter speed, they probably shot this in 60 frames a second, maybe a little more than that, but I think it's around 60 frames a second. And that's why everything is crisp. Let's play this clip here and let's stop it. Okay, everything's crisp. His hand is hitting this guy. He's moving his arm here. Like, all of this stuff is moving, but it's crisp. So there's still movement, but there's none of that motion blur. 24 pictures in 1 second makes up normal film. So when they slowed that shutter down, they're taking 60 pictures in 1 second. That's why it looks so crisp. It gives that Madden feel. So everything looks really crisp. And with the aperture, they turned this down. They slowed down that aperture to make this thing give amazing bokeh. So they turned their aperture down to 2.8, and they set their focus on one subject here in the foreground, and it looks great. Check this bokeh out. Like, the bokeh is absolutely amazing in this. So they have an aperture of probably 2.8, and they have a shutter speed of 60 frames a second. So that's how they achieved this. And it's shot in 1080p. It's not filmed in 4K or 8K like people have been saying online. So that's pretty cool. I mean, a lot of people are saying, check out this 8K camera. I don't think it's 8K. If they are doing that this year, I missed that. But last year it was definitely sent in 1080p. But really cool shot. But the only problem with this, absolutely no way they can use it throughout the game. It's literally a guy standing on the end zone getting paid to wait until a touchdown happens so he can get a close-up. It's almost pointless, especially if your team is Green Bay. Sorry about that, guys. Yes, it is beautiful, but no, it's pointless. I mean, you can't really do much with that. It's really hard to use because you can't set focus on these people as they're running and moving as fast as they are. This truck is gonna hit me. Okay. So, but guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something today. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be posting videos like this, kind of breaking down different scenes. I'm gonna be doing some music video breakdowns of some different artists that I really appreciate and just kind of love their music videos. So we're gonna be doing some stuff like that. as well. So we're gonna be breaking down shots that we've seen to make it make sense to why it looks the way it does. So I just want you guys to understand how film works in a different way than ever before, and I just hope I can be able to be there for you guys. And if you have seen something and you're like, how in the world did they do that, please down below comment, and I will be sure to respond back to you or make a video related to your video. So thank you so much for watching, and please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.